fuck you gonna say for that bitch,
Should
nigga?
I do like corny YouTuber intro, or should I
We
go?
got this. Is only the first video. It only get better from here, so it don't matter,
So I
bro.
should start off corny YouTuber, high energy vlog style.
Whatever feel right.
I feel weird. I feel weird just going like,
I mean, it don't feel right then.
"What's up? It's the Waepoint Podcast. We going live. We got Brent, we got Tony, and we got our special guest. It's Mike's muted. That's what that was your part.
Oh, I was like, bro, what the fuck going on my thing? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
First episode. You know what I mean? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling today?
Man, feeling excellent. How y'all feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm excited
Great,
actually.
great. What about you, Tony? Mr. Mikey?
Feeling amazing.
Okay. Brent, you said you got some questions for Storm?
I do.
All right,
Actually.
talk to him.
So we know we're gonna get to the very generic question. So when did you start making music?
Well, I started making music back in like 2016. But hey, gang, I started making music on my phone, like, and I was using my mom's speaker. She had a little Bose speaker downstairs, and I cranked that bitch up, and I turned like a YouTube beat on. While she was upstairs, she used to get pissed off, you know what I'm saying? But then she started to understand after a while. She was like, okay, this is just something he doing. You know what I mean? And I set up like this little recording app. And I was recording on the phone while the music playing in the background. That's why I started, making music. And then I eventually got transferred to like BandLab and shit like that. But still, I was doing like the same functions I was doing in the recording process. I'd take it over to BandLab and I just transition it. I was doing that from about like 2016 to like around like 2000. Like the end of 2016, I started to transition into like a home studio and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
You got any of your like early recordings?
I do. I got one song on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it's called Proper, and it's under my old tag. It's called Slater G.
Slater G?
That's my own song. That's the only song I ever put out under the Slater G. You know what I'm saying? But I was with my group at the time called Sony Gang. And that was the name I was given, you know what I'm saying? Well, I've been had that name before music, just like something I carried on into music and shit like that. And I was like, let me switch it up and stuff like that. But then I eventually shifted to what we are now, Storm. Because
So I can go and find that right now.
Do your
you
research.
go on YouTube. You go on YouTube, type in Slater. I don't know if it got the money sign though. I don't know if it got the money sign, but it's Slater, and it's like it's not like a hip hop song. It's more like a upbeat pop type of song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still was rapping, back then, but I just never put that music out. Actually, I take that back. I got music put out, but it's under my bro's his old name.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's on it. Yeah, we're good now.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the original setup. Like you got the setup, the full head mic. Like I'm on an iPad right
now. Facts. Do your research on that shit. That
That's
nigga making pop records, nigga.
I make pop records and shit, bro. In a little home studio, bro. That's like my early on recordings and shit and transfusing. We crossed over now, gang. I still fuck with BandLab though. You know what I'm saying? Because I was learning how to feel like I still. Now I'm learning how like okay, I gotta convert this BandLab shit to the original. You know what I mean? To get my sound on a more sonically experienced level to where it can, you know what I'm saying, to pick off faster. That's what I believe. I truly believe that wholeheartedly once I really commit myself and locking into the original studio. Lock in with people like you guys, you know what I'm saying, and build a solid relationship, then that can really like take everything to the next level. Not only for myself, but for others, because that's what I'm in music for. I ain't trying to talk too much. I know y'all got it.
Bro, we interviewing you, bro. Talk as much as you want.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I just feel like what I was saying began, bro.
Oh, Slater G. I thought you said Slater G.
Yeah.
Oh.
Folks used to make like beats and shit off of my voice. Yeah.
Is
it again? Yeah, that's me.
Play that.
All right, bet.
Guys, a type beat. Folks used to make like type beats with my what's his name, bro, with my sound. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, that's
Like,
hard.
yeah, that shit was crazy. That was
So
like 2017, 2018, right?
proper by Slater G.
Mm-hmm.
I bet.
Really like, damn, he ain't even. I mean, he was rapping before, but like the fact that in his early stages he posted a pop record is kind of different.
Yeah, man. I love all aspects, like you said, like how you said yourself. You dibble and dabble. I love really like what I'm saying, like tapping into all sounds of
Yeah,
music because bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, bro. I got the sounds and all of that shit from jazz and anime, bro.
really.
Like watching anime and seeing like how the people react with each other and shit like that, and the emotional, dialogue and how they have like the background music and shit for anime, like the old schools and
Yeah.
shit like that. And it gives
Mhm.
that nostalgic feeling. And I always aim when I'm making a record to not just give a nostalgic feeling, but to really like leave you with the essence of memory within yourself to connect with your past self and heal, emotionally. That's the whole point of Storm After the Storm and all of that. It's a healing experience. You know what I'm saying? It's the levels and categories of all the anatomy of self in one. You know what I mean? Like you
Right.
breaking down all elements back down to build back up again. But you gotta go through that healing process. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't choose to want to heal or feel like they don't have the need for therapy and confronting who they once were. And then also showing who they are inside, you know what I'm saying? Like the energy who they actually really are. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to hide it and trying to put a mask on and shit like that. I like to try to like express that shit and get that shit off emotionally through how, communicate with others and shit like that through music.
Right. Now we see you started 2016. Like, even we can talk present and past back then. So back then, when you first started music, who was the artist that you were inspired to be like, and versus now, what artists inspire you now?
Man, no cap. That nigga Dash. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping like Dash when I started rapping, yo. Hey man,
Right.
shout out to Dash, dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know who Dash is, right? With the dollar sign. Dash, Rich, New Jersey folks, they was inspiring me because I was on that shit back then on the gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? Like hardcore, grimy shit. Like I was fucking with that shit, you know what I'm saying? And they inspired me to like expression of that grimy shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was already listening to like prior before I started making music and shit like that. My dad, like old up north shit, and then South shit, West Coast shit. It was like all of that shit was in a pot together, and I was just like taking that shit in all at once. And yeah, that and then Earl Sweatshirt too. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Earl
Mhm.
Sweatshirt, Tyler the Creator. People like that and stuff like that. They really, they really like I fuck with them, bro. Like heavy, bro, for real, for real. Like so when I keep people like making music just like that, it's inspiring, bro. For real, because it's like people tapping into themselves and just being original, bro. Like they ain't trying to put on no mask, they ain't trying to fake this shit. They trying to get their expression out the best way they know how. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Right.
kind of crazy. Uh,
Yeah,
Dash.
Dash, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to
y'all can
Dash.
share y'all screens and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah.
Let's put some Dash on. But now it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Dash, rich ass man,
Yeah.
rich. Dash, rich. I was listening to them back then. When I started actually cooking on music and recording on my mom's shit, it was because I was just listening to that grimy shit every day. And it was like, damn, you folks crazy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I was tripping back then.
Oh, I can't do the screen share on mine since I don't got like multiple scenes set up for the recording. So if anybody else wants to take that on as a responsibility,
You
sure.
want to do it or you want me to do it?
Uh, just like anything we play, we gotta play. We gotta play his early stuff too. Should we play Dash or Slated G first?
I got you. I'll play it real quick.
All
All
right,
right.
bro.
I fuck with Hello. It's like some old school Texas shit. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it.
Okay.
But we're gonna.
I hear it. She might join. I don't know how to check if it got audio or not.
But yeah, that's him, man. That's Dash, man. I was listening to him like in 2015. I was listening to a lot of people who was underground in that boom bap type of scene. You know what I'm saying? He was doing like boom bap at the time. I was really fucking with that shit. It was like on some Screw, like DJ Screw type shit.
Yeah, I could tell by the video, it do get that vibe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like smooth.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
it's like
something?
this.
I don't know how to fix my audio, but yeah, I just it's like low key smooth. It's like a psychedelic type of sound.
You gotta
It's
describe.
psychedelic.
You gotta rap it for us. You gotta describe it to. You gotta remake it.
Somebody
Like,
just had to snap it for us.
Mm-hmm.
that's funny. I like the laugh. I ain't gonna lie. Love laughing.
That's tough.
I'm gonna for sure have to.
Yeah, check him out, man. Check some of his
Mhm.
early on projects. That's what I was really listening to him. I haven't been really listening to his newer stuff. You know what I'm saying? I started creating my own stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Word. I might just gotta put on today.
I know y'all know that one he made though with Playboy Cardi.
He got a song with Cardi? He's like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like his famous song, Fetty. Fetty on Fetty on Fetty. I can't go in there ain't ready.
Oh, that's
I know that song. That's
Yeah.
I ain't heard of that one in a minute. Big minute.
he was a feature on that bit. It was him and Playboy Cardi and Maxo Cream.
I love Max.
Maxo Cream was on it?
Yeah, Maxo Cream was on that bit for sure.
Another good matchup. Good idea.
Hey, you know who else? Since speaking of fucking Maxo, y'all know Maxo? That's actually the rapper. His name's just Maxo.
Oh no, I don't Maxo. I guess you putting us on today.
I'm putting y'all on today, man.
Yeah.
Maxo. His name Maxo. He hard as fuck, bro. Like,
is he also fat?
huh?
Like
Is he also fat?
Nah, he ain't fat. He's skinny as shit. He from LA.
We need to get like a Maxo.
He make a lot of soul, like music for the soul. He a poet. He make a lot of music for the soul and shit. And you know this song for sure.
Working with the Maxo.
Brent, you wanna try it on yours?
What? Like share my screen?
Yeah.
And
I fuck with y'all, man. I don't know what y'all planning on doing for the future episodes, but this is a good start, bro.
Appreciate it.
It's more wholesome. I feel like I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I am at home, but I feel like I'm really at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's sort of like just natural. You know what I'm saying? Came here slit no plan.
y'all even hear this?
Oh yeah, we can hear it.
Hold on. Yeah, I can hear it, gang. I can hear it. It's fucking. Hello. It's 2015. Damn.
Said it's smelling like Teen Spirit. Can you hear it? I told her if she hit that bomb, she better clear it. My appearance in these lyrics got me clearance at the airport, smelling like dope, high for all types of other shit. Fuck, you aware of who you fucking with? Another hit of that Lucy, jumped on that mothership. These fucking drugs, they got me skitched. Still somehow they trying to pay me just to publish this. It's crazy, yeah. And my mother called me lazy for a while. First child, and I'm wild too. But when she see me in the magazine, she smiled, bo. I
It's
swear.
like some slow shit, but
Look in that mirror, take a deep inhale. I'm losing hair, so I'm starting not to care about much. Except these drugs and these dollars. Fuck the kill. Fuck a couple of these sluts too. Yeah. Been a couple places, seen a couple faces. You probably see me, I ain't even famous. As for this life, I got the taste and got fucking wasted.
I feel like that nigga is venting to me right now.
Yeah,
bro.
Like it's not even a song. Like he
And
dead
that
ass
song,
just
it's like you actually just talking to your ass right now.
venting.
he
Like what
telling
the
me
fuck
his
is happening?
secrets. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's why I was fucking with it, because it was like a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You actually having a conversation with somebody. You just talking to somebody.
Like I feel like damn, like a fucking therapist. I'm like
Yeah,
he hard though. Like
he give me like Earl vibes too. You know what I'm saying?
does.
That's what I was thinking.
He was actually on Earl Sweatshirt Project. I don't like shit on by side, so that shit fathers you knew that shit.
What the fuck?
That's
Mm-hmm.
hard, yeah.
Damn, I can't figure out. Yeah, but we is in the South though. A lot of motherfuckers haven't heard about a lot. I'll be tapping in, bro. I listen to everybody, but I just act like I don't know. But I be knowing. I be knowing, bro, the whole time. I just be, cause shit, I love music, bro. I love art. Any type of art, no matter how you express that shit.
Now we gotta play that. We gotta play that Slater D shit, man.
Then send the link to that, and I got you.
Oh no, just look up dollar
I
sign.
forgot how you spell it.
I think mine's is working now. Hold on.
Go. But yeah, that shit is kind of therapeutic.
Let's see. How do you spell it again?
Go ahead.
That's SL
It's L
AY
AY
TTAG.
TG.
Right there, it's letter G. Shit. Hold on. But no, let me put it all together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Scroll down. That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right, type in the Slater G with a money sign.
Take the S with the money sign. Bingo.
Yeah. This one.
Nah, that's a type beat that somebody made with the third one.
Rapper.
Nigga had a tight beat before he was popping, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like
crazy.
Niggas here don't even got tight beats.
Y'all can hear it?
Nah.
Hello.
Bro, what in the world? Hold on.
Shit kind of stuck in my head.
I don't know why my stream audio not working.
The mic is for that shit. Oh,
that's why. All right. I can hear it now.
Yeah.
She so proper but burns propaganda. You know how that go. I can't stay with Miss Lady. I gotta put my clothes on. Everything and really everything of what I thought it was. It was a one night stand. Broke the plan. And girl, I thought it was love. You know how that go. Move out the back door. We smoked together. You kept my head up. When I was fucked, we made love. Kissed and touched. Gave it up in the bed. Gave me broken bed, broken fears. You saw my problems. I was there. Never tell, never fail.
Is that you in the background, bro?
Ask me on the background, bro.
Was there, never felt the rush in my head. Can't go back, what should I do instead? Got to be like this. Was there, never felt the rush in my head. Can't go back, what should I do instead?
Made the beat too, right?
Nah, my nigga team did, yeah, man.
Why it got to be like this? Why it got to be like this? Why it got to be
It's like something. I'm gonna tell you the details.
You always checked on me, now you not next to me. I'm taking all these drugs to fill in your recipe. You took a part of me, I lost the rest of me. You took the best of me, I'm taking. Feeling all this pain so deep. You always checked on me, now you not next to me. I see you in the streets, I see you in the clubs. I'm taking all these drugs to fill in your recipe. You took a part of me, I lost the rest of me. Why it always gotta be like this though? Why it got to be like this though? Why it got to, why it got to, why keep on?
That's dope. That's dope.
Oh, shit. That's it. Crazy.
That shit looking is crazy. Shit ride.
Yeah, that was the end of
That shit ride though.
Yeah, clap it up.
Appreciate it.
Clap it up for Slater G.
For real, man. That's some old school shit though, man. Like I don't know. I was just on. And you know what's so crazy about that whole entire song? Like that song, it's like that's why music is very important, bro. Like that's why this school, like, you know, SAN shit, that shit very important because I made that song before, you know, I got married before. You know what I'm saying? I made that song before I got married and everything, and it was about that. And I spoke that shit in the future, like, and that shit came to actually pass, like, crazy, right?
How was marriage? I feel like that we can't just glance over that.
You can't glance over that shit.
Yeah.
Marriage is a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's everything what it is and what God said it is designed to be. You know what I mean? Like, but I will say it's definitely confronting. You know what I'm saying? It's something that if you guys don't properly talk about literally everything together, you know what I'm saying? You can't actually be like one with somebody and talk about literally any and everything. That can't be somebody you could dap up and be like, you know what I'm saying? That's my girl, that's my homie, that's my dog, that's my everything. And it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was beautiful though. I had amazing experience. I also had crazy experiences and shit too. But it made me into who I was today. You know what I'm saying? Like if I would never went through none of that shit, bro, I would never been who I am now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, marriage is a big step. You know what I'm saying? It changes you as a person for real. So speaking musically, after getting married, has the marriage or has your partner affected you musically or inspired you musically at all?
Yeah, that's what made me. All right, so my this is first time shit, but my baby mama is the one. My ex wife is the one who gave me the name Storm. You know what I'm saying? She gave me that name Storm. Don't tell nobody this. You know, I know y'all struggle one day.
Yeah.
Ah, damn! I shouldn't have said this shit.
You want to set it
She
up?
gave me the motherfucking name. So I'm put her in position anyways. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on everybody. But boom, she gave me the name after the storm. You know what I'm saying? That was something that we started together, and it was supposed to be an enterprise. You know what I mean? The enterprise ended up crashing because you know we're obviously not together and shit like that. So what ended up happening, I took on that name and I took on all of that, emotional pain, and I went through a storm, like a huge storm that really fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? With drugs, women, money, all of that shit. In a short period of time, this is in a year span of doing all of this shit and crashing out in the very end and really like revert like it brought storm. It brought along the rebirth of who I was. And now my music is like, you know what I'm saying? It's more like head on, like it's more straightforward. Like I don't have to chop things up as much to, spoon fed is more like I'm gonna hit you with this shit. It's like I'm trying to dead out a target. You know what I mean?
Mm. Now, you sound like you're very in tune with your spirituality for real.
Right.
And I fuck with that. So, are you religious like Christian or you just
So boom. Yes, I am. I believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? My Lord and Savior. I don't like to characterize myself as a Christian because or a Catholic, this stuff like that, because I'm too tuned in to know and knowing the information of much more than what certain people will just throw out there and just be like, this who I am. You know what I mean?
mm,
I'm still a human at the end of the day. I still experience it and I'm straightforward too. Like one thing about me, I'm always gonna say what it is and the truth behind it. You know what I'm saying? And back that shit up full fledged because I want other motherfuckers not feel, but be free mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like it's deeper than what people be trying to throw that shit out to be for real. For real. Like shit real deep.
now back on the music standpoint? Everybody has their own process of how they record music. I've been in the studio with Tony. He off the dome just line. I'm more of I gotta freestyle it and then I kind of plug in the words, write it, then I record it. So I'm
Mhm.
just curious, how your recording process is. From start to
Hold
finish,
about. Hold on,
you might smoke one first, you know what I'm saying, hit a beat, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
wait,
trying to
wait.
what?
What about Tyrus's recording style?
Oh, he don't even like to record in front of people. So I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no, 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 no. I'm getting over
He,
that.
he got
Wait.
a
I'm getting
sound
over
his part.
that. I'm getting over that. I'm getting over that. You know what
Don't
I
worry, man.
mean?
Hey, look, man. It's intimate, bro. It's okay. Music is very intimate, bro. It's like laying a female down, bro, with your vocals. Bro. So if you feel like you gotta be in that intimate space and alone, take that time to cultivate that, bro,
Yeah,
because it's intimate.
that's what I realized. Like I was trying to get over that the other day. Um, I had to kick somebody out the studio. Not on like harsh stuff. I just didn't know him personally. It was just me and True in there, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I couldn't be like my natural like self. Like I was rapping, but I wasn't rapping like me. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping like a nigga just
Yeah.
started rapping. I was like, I don't sound like that. You know what I mean? So it's just a comfort thing for real. But
Mm-hmm.
since you asked the recording style, I like
I
having
just
fun.
noticed, bro. I just noticed we on this side, we got glasses and y'all don't got glasses.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. All right. My bad. That was random.
Natural divide.
No, you good. But yeah, I just want to know from start to finish what's your recording process like?
So it varies, man. Like it depends on the environment, bro, and what we talking. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm just having fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna have my little, joint in my hand. I'm with my the grabber. You feel what I'm saying? My 420 grabber. I hope I don't get banned. I don't want to get banned.
No,
So
you keep
420 grabber. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I roll that shit up, get hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just like punch, like not punching in, but yeah, punching like. But usually, what I do is I feel the beat and I just word it like freestyle it, mumble it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But I'm trying like to develop the flow and the cadence for it, and then I come in, I get the lyrics off when I come back through. But if we talking like professional level, where you got motherfuckers, I'm about to rap with Kendrick Lamar and shit like that.
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta bring out that pen. Like I know how to
Yeah.
get back to the pad and pen too as well. Like if we have to actually bar it up, if I have to get my pen and pad, I do it. And it's very constructive how I do. Like me freestyling and writing is two totally constructive ways of delivering,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Like
something
that
about
shit is not.
it's something about that pen, bro. I'm telling you, I just picked the pen back up today. Like not on no note stuff, bro. It dash just brings a whole another energy. It feels more personal. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
It is, bro, because you literally hearing the music in your head, and I don't know, it's like that shit. It's like written on your heart. You just expressing what's inside of your heart in the ink, and the ink like run like it's your blood, bro. And that's how I started to look at it with
Yeah,
recording processes like that. My bad. I look at that shit like, okay, this is my blood, and I'm writing my blood on a piece of paper, and now I got to express myself to the fullest, bro. You know what I mean? But when it's freestyling, I still can do all of that. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But more like it's more. I try to dumb it down a little bit to where it can just consumable to where everybody can consume it and eat it up. Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure we've all been through a stage where we're musicians and we try to get out. If we hear a beat, we try to get it out, but sometimes we go through a phase where it's like we can't think of nothing. It's like writer's block. We've all
Mhm.
been through it. I'm pretty sure. What's one way that you over like kind of come over it? I tend to I just completely stop music and kind of think about my life. You know, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
And then from experience, I'm like, oh shit, I've been through that. I need to get that off, and then I can write a song about it. So I just
Mhm.
want to know, how do you overcome writer's block? You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that, bro, because that's exactly what I recommend everybody to do. Music should never come before your peace and your sanity, bro. Like, nigga, you first. You see what I'm saying? Like, take that time, take a break from the shit. Music is still gonna be there because sound is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And just tap into reality and yourself. That's what I tend to do. I take, like, I haven't made a song in 2 months, bro. I've been, I just moved into a new place, this new place over here, bro. Don't, I know it look like like I'm in a Hispanic building and some shit. You know what I'm saying? I just moved into this new little loft, bro. And I had to take a break, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because mentally I knew it's a lot of stuff I got going on the inside where I'm trying to prepare myself for it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I want to be a family man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm definitely trying to go out there and travel and turn the fuck up, rock out shows, you know what I'm saying? But I did a lot of shit at my younger age where now it's like now I've grown with wisdom. I'm trying to like you know what I'm saying, nice, like to settle down, but to still pop my shit, like a mature, like you know what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
pop your shit,
Yeah.
but like, you ain't gotta be all in everybody goddamn way. You know what I mean? Like, cause a lot of people they try to be in the way and shit like that, and it just causes too much attention. Me, I'd rather just get my own peace by just moving the fuck around and locking in to where what's around me and maximizing that space. You know what I mean? But yeah, what you just said, that's one of the things I do. The second thing I tend to do is like meditate.
That's a good one.
Meditate and summit, bro. Like meditate and summit, like really envision what do I see myself doing with this shit 25 years later. You know what I'm saying? How do I see myself in this shit? What am I giving? What am I writing to you? What is my message? How can I deliver a message to connect with you? You know what I'm saying? Like it takes time instead of just making anything. I don't like just making anything. I mean, we can all make the shit sound good, but it's all about the message, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mm. I kind of want to direct this question to all of us because I want to hear from everybody. When no, we gonna become what we want to become. We gonna become the artist that we want to be. I'm speaking it, manifesting it, calling it right now. But when this shit's said and done, what do you want to be known for as an artist? Like, when somebody be like, damn, somebody might say, like, personally, Kid Cudi got me through a lot. That's why I really love Kid Cudi, because when I remember Kid Cudi, he got me through this time. He's like peace and I just love Kid Cudi for that reason because he talks about his hard times and it got me through mine. So we're all artists. So I want to know when this shit's said and done, how do you want people to remember you musically?
Um, you ever, all right, boom, random thought.
Mm.
You ever go outside and just look at, like, you ever have a day where it's like it's raining outside, it's storming real bad, and you just inside of the house and it's gloomy on the inside, and you feel good as fuck. You in your room, you got you snuggled up and shit like that, watching TV shows, eating some good ass food. You ever had one of those moments, y'all?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
That feeling, bro, that feeling of comfort and safety, bro. That's what I want my music to be to others. That's how I want others to remember me. To know, like, damn, I was able to go to this man, actually have a fucking real conversation with this man. He'll look me in my eyes and be like, damn, I can actually genuinely like express myself with it. Even though he, you know, popping his shit, he said, fuck that shit. Like, yeah, I'm popping my shit, but shit, hey, gang, we can have a regular fucking conversation and you can talk to me, bro, and I can open up and I can be vulnerable and not be defensive all the time. You know, I know how it is in the streets and shit like that, but I don't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? To allow you to feel safe, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just always want to have a safe area and a safe space where people can escape from the fucking war in their mind. But also, the thing about deliverance for me, I'm gonna hurry because I know I want y'all. I want to hear what I gotta say. But the thing is, for me, I treat it like the riot within the room. So imagine you going through ruin. Yeah, you're gonna go through this ruin and see crazy shit around you. You're gonna hear so many fucking dark ass sounds, but you gotta find peace within that room because you know what I'm saying. That when you have nothing left, you gotta find it. You know what I'm saying. If you don't have that, then shit. You know what I mean? Like you just constantly in one side of things, and it's just the riot, the riot. I do rage in my music. I can get there, but it's like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a valley of death. That's how I treat it.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Tyrus?
Are we next?
Mm.
Well, that just ties. Hold on, one sec, one sec. Come back to me because I can hear myself like double in the headphones. Gotta fix it real
All
quick.
right. Tony, how do you want to be remembered as a musician?
As a musician, I say I would really want to be like remembered. Not not really my music in general, but like my process of music. Like, and I'm about to explain that. So like I said, I'm a artist, producer, and engineer for myself. So I've made beats for myself. I've recorded myself. I've mixed myself, and when people hear my music, I want them to like subconsciously in the back of their head be like, nobody was with Tony when he was just in the studio, just by himself, just just like he did all of the stuff. And I want it to be like some type of motivation in their head for like other artists or just like people in general. Like not saying you're not ever gonna need somebody because you always gonna need help in the industry, regardless of what industry you're in. But but especially in the music industry, it's very very tough to get to a position to where even underground artists are because they're still underground for a reason, right? And then there's some that's up there, right? Like like Doja Cat, Kendrick, Jack Harlow, and all of them, right? So um and yeah, so mainly I want my music to be like a DIY motivation that like you can like learn how to do stuff yourself because definitely with engineering that's like something that like definitely takes years because I can go listen to something I made like 2022 2021 and the mixing is definitely not something I would be doing this day and age. So and with and same with my beats, right? It's just not stuff I would make this day and age. So it's like I'm teaching myself, but I'm also listening to other people, like how they're doing stuff and like what other people are doing and how they're getting their sound. And I'm working on my craft and how I'm getting my sound. So it's just like all it's just all connected in a way. So
But, you ready, Mr. Headphone Man?
Yeah, yeah. It's sort of gonna be like a long winded like answer, but I feel like I want people to really connect with the music. I want to be known for having a connection with the people that's really listening to, my music. That's the whole reason why I started. One of my biggest inspirations was like X, you know what I mean? And I know like people like making his name corny and all that stuff in the big 2025, you know what I mean? Talking about some X resort farmer or whatever. But nah, like being like back then it was like a real like genuine advice you get from somebody or like certain type of energy that you get from an artist, you know what I mean? He was the whole reason, like I wanna say whole reason, but like it's gonna slit sound nah, whatever, I don't care how it sound. But like I was like 14 thinking like trying to like, you know, evolve my brain and stuff, trying to like, really like one thing I learned from like the stuff he was saying was like really just like seeing things from everybody's perspective, understanding people, understanding the art, understanding music, understanding different people, self improvement. I really went down a whole rabbit hole on that. And I want people to feel that through the music, feel comfortable, create a space for them. I feel like with my music in general, it's like a natural like it evolves with me. You know what I mean? When I'm down, like my music's down. When I'm up, my music's up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially like when in the past, like I was down for like a whole year, and the music stopped for a whole year. So I really just want that to be a self expression of me. I love to give advice and stuff. I love to yap people's brains off, give good advice and all that. And I just want to spread that for real. That's what I want to be known for.
Mm-hmm.
What
what
about you?
about you,
Yeah. What about
brand
you,
new?
Brent?
Um, I kind of want to just be known as a musician that kind of like just do you. You know what I mean? Because with the music, you always gonna get the you sound like him or this trash, and you're gonna get that. But for me, I kind of just want to be known for he didn't follow the norm. He did what he thought what felt good to him. He made the type of music that most would say is weird, but it's different. He stood on that. You know,
Mhm.
I kind of just want to be known as the guy that just niggas try too hard to stand out. Niggas want to be different so bad, but it's like with me, I want it to be like natural. Like he really made this weird music, and he stood on that, and that's who he really is. That's what he really believed. So my motivation, I make music, I kind of just want to motivate people to be like, you can be different, and that shit still fly as hell. Like that shit still cool. So yeah, and I also want to be, I got a couple songs where you can get lit at the parties and stuff. Sometimes you got to poppy shit too. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? So I want to be known for that too. But mostly, it's like you can step outside the norm, and it'll still be seen as that nigga cool or she cool. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So that's really what it is. Um, Now this brings me to my next question. We're once again, this is music, and in this type of industry, you got to have connections and know people and network. So how do you know when you keep it? How do you know when some people are good company? Because you got good company. I think y'all good company, but it's also those people that want to use you for something. So how do you how do you differentiate the good relationships with the bad relationships?
Damn, that's a good ass question, bro. You fine. Come on, bro. Bring it in.
Yeah,
You
Brent, you're
fine,
doing a
bro.
great job.
Hey, you doing a great job,
Great
bro.
job.
For real, for real. I experienced that, bro. Like being around people who wasn't actually particular for me. But through that process, it taught me a lot, bro. And I have heavy intuition, bro. Like I know who not for me. You know what I'm saying? And who is for me. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Who is for me. So, but I'm not judgmental. I'm because I experienced from all angles what it is to be up, what it is to be down, what it is to be here, like I just experienced all of that shit for real. So it's like I still try to keep my mind open to see what are their intentions truly, even when I do know people's intentions. I still want to give people the benefit of the doubt but I always prepare myself. If anything it was to happen, I'm already prepared. I ain't gotta worry. But I still, give people the benefit of that doubt because at the end of the day, we all got our own compasses in life and shit. But some people just actually need the truth and rawness and out of love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't experience love, so it's like disconnect already. You know what I mean? Like some people need that, and you never know if you're meant to be that light in somebody's life. You know what I mean? So, but we as artists, I believe that all artists, y'all know when somebody's not meant for y'all because we have intuition. Like you know when somebody just that guy not for me. You know what I'm saying? Or that girl not for me. You know what I mean? That person not meant to be. You know what I mean? But other than that, you also know like when people like yourselves, you know what I'm saying, good energy and it's like you could just be yourself and naturally feel like you could just be you. When you feel like you're performing or I feel like I gotta go above and beyond for a performance for somebody, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna catch me around that person because I don't perform. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like hip hop and shit like that. But other than that, no. Personally, me, hell no.
I think
Because
I think that's why I fucked with you when I met you because when you started speaking, it was like you was ripping like thoughts out of my head. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Like I've thought these things before, and he's just saying it right now. You know what I mean? So you can definitely feel when like something's like real genuine. You know what I mean? When somebody's genuine. I met a lot of artists that just don't. It just don't click. Not saying there's nothing wrong with them, but stuff just doesn't click sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you,
Or
bro, for saying that for real. For real. I felt the exact same way when I met you, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit. Then I was just thinking that, and then you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just you'll just emphasize it more, bro, to where it's like, okay, now I understand now. You break it down all the way to the basic levels. Cause you smart as all y'all smart as fuck. I'm just saying that now. I can tell I'm smart as fuck. You know what I mean? But
appreciate.
the ability to take that intelligence and break it down to where a baby can eat that shit up, that shit that's a whole nother level of intelligence, bro. Y'all all got that shit, bro. So for real, salute to y'all.
I feel like that's a great skill
Salute
to
to
have
y'all.
too. I be like, I low key get stupid with my like explanations though. You know what I mean? Like
You do.
I do. But if you look past how stupid it be, like it's like real easy to understand. Like I was making like I was talking to my father the other day. She was talking about trauma and all that. And I was like, until you like really express the root, I made it like a Christmas tree. Like yeah, you can decorate the tree all you want, but at the end of the day, it's still a tree. You know what I mean? But you still gotta like you can decorate it all. You don't need the trees, the trauma, and all that, blah blah blah. But you can decorate it all you want. That's not keeping it from being a tree. You know what I mean? You gotta hit it at the root. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
And I want to hear from you too, Tony, because
yeah,
you
Mr. Right.
you work with a lot of people for the simple fact that you're a producer and an engineer. So I just want to know because you met a lot of people, and I just want to know how you differentiate the good company from the bad.
For me, I can tell people's energy, just like in general. It's like I can tell like whether in the future I need to keep working with that person or like yeah, like your first impression with me was like not it. But like Storm said, like you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like like yeah, you still got to complete your task with that person, but then after that you have to see like whether you can still keep working with that person, just like an actual like relationship. You can go talk to as many females as you want, but for you it's seeing like who you're like connecting to at the end of the day, right?
Mm,
So and then just yeah, like producer, artist, engineer wise, I mean, engineering wise, it really don't matter who I work with because at the end of the day, they just need somebody to get their song done. So it's like not really I can not nothing I can do for real. But like artist wise, like who I'm keeping around, who I'm collabing with, the same with producer wise, who I'm letting them see me like in my flow state, like making beats and stuff, like previewing them. Yeah, like I can just tell by energy. And it's not really much to like break down for real, but it's just that like general fact of like just like energy wise, basically.
where now take it back to when we was younger. You know, music's always been around, and you know we.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, I said that was funny as heck. Take it back to
but
when we was younger. Hey,
so like some old head shit, right?
that's just hard though. Keep going, keep going. Sorry.
Saying, back when we was younger, music's always been in our life, but I'm pretty sure everyone had that one artist that caught their eye, and y'all was like, "Damn, I want to be like that nigga." Who was that nigga?
Started.
Who was that nigga? For me, it was Ti for
Oh,
some reason.
never mind.
I was in
Yeah,
the south. I
You
was in
know,
the south. Nigga
yeah,
had the hat, fly,
yeah,
flow.
you got that yo, nigga. You can't leave me
You know what I'm
hanging
saying?
out. Yeah,
Ti was my nigga.
that hard. I ain't gonna lie. T.I., I ain't never heard nobody say T.I. before, bro. That's
Ti
crazy. You're fire. I fuck with you, bro. I'm sorry. That was hard.
it was mine. Tyrus, I think you like it. Gotta be X, right? It gotta
No,
be.
are we talking about like younger, or are we talking about like teens?
I mean, just I want to
young,
start
younger.
like
I know the answer.
Okay,
Younger.
what?
I say do
Motherfucking
both. Now I'm curious.
the motherfucking Michael Jackson boy.
Motherfucking
I'm
Jackson.
talking.
Yeah,
I'm
Look at
talking about.
that.
I'm talking
mm,
about. We on a family computer,
Hey
nigga. We
man,
spending a
motherfucking
whole
Jackson,
day.
bro.
We spending a whole day looking at Jackson
Yeah.
5 clips. I'm goddamn. I'm in a
Nah,
goddamn. I'm in front of the computer.
that's
Rocket
crazy.
Rabbit. This shit
Y'all,
real.
y'all
Goddamn.
funny as shit, bro. They
Straight,
said
straight
Lil Jackson.
MJ. I had the fucking MJ game. My pops got
Facts.
my pops from Gary,
mm,
where MJ is from. So he'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's my cousin." Everybody from Gary, his cousin. But I had MJ blanket, bruh. I had the MJ CDs, like the little, you know
That's
what I mean?
hard.
Like I mourned this nigga twice. Like I remember I found out he died, and I cried. But then I found out
That
he
nigga, I cried too.
and
Real
then,
nigga, man.
yeah, you nigga had to. I was young,
Yeah.
and then I had the CD, and at the end of the CD, it was like a little documentary. They say he died, and then I mourned again, like 2 years later on some shit.
Damn.
Like, but I was like a young, though. It's like I felt that
mm.
shit. I felt that shit in my soul. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh shit. I was crying to my
That's
mom.
just
She was
crazy.
like, you know he. She was like, you know he died. Why are you still crying? You know what I mean? But then it,
Yeah,
something different, bro. I wanted to be
that nigga was
impersonated for
legendary.
real. Um,
Legendary.
yeah, and then obviously team wise, it was X, but it wasn't X at first because like first song I heard was like my ears weren't trained yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening
Yeah,
to like damn near straight pop or whatever was on the radio before then. Not
facts.
then I went on a rap caviar playlist. My music startup is weird, but motherfucker was just screaming in my ear. It was take a step. Yeah, it might have been take a step back, and then I just started fucking with it. You know what I mean? And then to
Mm,
see, like, I witnessed that shit like firsthand. Like, I seen a nigga go from an aggressive nigga to like, and then he just dropped like 17 out of nowhere, and then you see the nigga being inspirational and shit, and it's like, damn, if he can do it, I can do
yeah,
it. You know what I mean? Especially at that
Mm-hmm.
point in my life, because like I was dead ass
I
on
ain't think
like,
about
yeah, I was dead ass on like the search for knowledge and shit. Like I'd be like looking up shit, nigga trying to get some knowledge, trying to debate my mama on some shit, like on random topics. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
all that shit, amazing, bro. Fucking shout out to MJ. Rest his soul.
Shout out to
He didn't do what they
Shout
said
out
he
MJ.
did. Yeah.
Sonny, take it away.
I said who I grew up off of. Honestly, I grew up like off of like straight Christian music, and I'm like talking about like straight Christian music to the point where like I didn't even know like hip hop existed for real. So like no like well, I would say like 80s R&B and like yeah 80s 90s R&B and like straight Christian music. So like I didn't even know hip hop, trap, and like all other genres was like even existing till like the age of like 10, 11 for real. So, but the main like artists that I was like inspired to like keep doing music off of, um, gospel artist Ty Tribbett, um,
Mm.
very very amazing, talented man.
Hard.
He has a great band, um, and actually since younger I started playing music, um, like drums and whatnot. Right. So I will always use like drum tracks off of his songs and then just start like um chopping it up on the drums for real. Just off of his songs and then like off of other gospel artist songs too. Like for him, I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but I know what songs I can like think of that I like always like had me like a little like click track, drum track too. But I know Ty Trippett was for sure one of the ones. Then like teen wise, when I started like figuring out what like hip hop was for real. Um, oh, and then hold up, backtrack before that, like 90s R&B and stuff. Um, Condition, because they're also a band. So like it was mainly just like I was always in tune with like artists who like had bands and stuff because I could always go back and like find instrumentals and then play their songs my own way and how I want to hear them on the drums. So, and I think that's why I'm like, I'm like always finding myself like going back to that because that was my number one passion, me playing the drums. Am I upset I don't play the drums now? Of course I am, because I literally had that dream. Like I I'm a for sure be like at least like top 5 gospel drummers of like all time, right? And I got that taken away from me. So I was like, dang. So like now what can I do, right? And the next thing next to me in making music was producing. So I like never had that like true intention to be an artist for real. It was always like making the foundation of music for real. But then um I had these two fellas influence me into like start using my voice and stuff, and that's how I started like getting to be an artist. Even though that wasn't the question, but who I grew up off of, teen wise, I say it would be Lil Uzi and Thug for sure, who like influenced my style.
Yeah. Can't go a day without this nigga listening to Uzi. Middle school, hot, 8th grade, 9th grade, nigga, you ain't catch that nigga listening to nobody else but Uzi. Shit was crazy.
Straight Uzi, I'm
He
telling
kicked the nigga out of a group chat for calling the pink tape. What? 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. Kicked the nigga out of the group chat.
Yeah. What was that? That was the pink tape? Was it the pink tape?
It was
No,
you.
that was
It
pink
was
tape.
pink tape.
It was
Yeah.
pink tape.
Did I already go? Or I'm since I
Nah,
Nah, you good.
hey, go ahead.
Oh,
Nah,
you
I
agreed
go.
with Ti if that was yours.
I'm
Oh yeah. I thought man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ti, man. Shout out to freaking everybody, man. It was Michael Jackson. Growing up as a kid, it was Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what started. Like that's what actually made me want to ever become a musician. Like, and somehow, some way, I remember I used to. So my mom and them, they always used to like have like my whole entire family come over. And I ain't used to like to be, I used to be upstairs playing the game like in the room. I didn't want to be up talking to everybody. My mom and them used to make me go downstairs and freaking dance to Michael Jackson, bro. Like they put me all on the spot. They'd be like, "Hey, Dan, get your ass down here." I'd be like, "Bro, I don't feel like coming. Bring your ass down here. Come on, hit some Michael Jackson moves." And they used to have me put me in front of everybody in the household, and I had to
That's
damn,
what you do.
I had to freaking do Michael Jackson, bro. You know what I'm saying? But through that taught me how to like, perform in front of others and shit at a young age, like, cause they was always doing that shit consecutively, and then it got to a point where it was Michael Jackson and it was jazz, smooth jazz and old classical jazz. Like that's what influenced me younger. And then when I got to like teens, shit, Tyler the Creator, man. I remember I heard Bastard. I was going through it bad. I heard Bastard at first, that old chorus. Y'all know what I'm talking about and how I
Yep.
came into that bit. That shit caught me, bro. I was like, oh shit, like who is it? Because at first, when I first seen the music video, I was scared of it. I was scared of that shit. He ate a fucking roach. I
Same,
was
bro.
scared of that shit. I'm like, oh hell no. And then my dad, see, the crazy part is I wasn't gonna fuck with him. My dad had purchased the basket. My dad purchased that shit, and I was going through his little what's the name, and he had the basket tape right there, and I was like, "What this is?" He was like, "You don't know nothing about that." And I had a little radio. Y'all know the little purple.
Yeah.
I had a little
Mhm.
radio, so I put the little radio down, and I had the headset. So I took the little headphone cord, plugged in the radio, put the little bastard inside. 'Cause it had two sides. It had one side the bastard album, and then it was another side. It was Earl. That's when I found out about Earl sweatshirt because it had the Earl tape on the other side of the fucking what's the name. And yeah, them two. That's what influenced me to actually like some way musician like musically. But like I said, when I started actually really rapping and shit like that, it was Dash and Rich.
Bro, I used to think Tyler the Creator sounded like dog shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I used to think he sounded like dog shit when I first heard him, but only because I first heard him on the Lorder Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Lorder Squad shit. I just heard that I like cheese. I like cheese. I like, you know what I
That shit
mean?
is crazy.
And I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that at like what it used to come on like late at night, maybe like 12 a.m. or something like that. So I'm hearing that at 12 a.m. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, this is dog shit. I mean, not literally because I wasn't saying all that, but I went back and you. I feel like you gotta like visit like old stuff that you didn't like as a kid. I feel like, you know what I mean. Our ears have grown for real. You know what I mean. You gotta go back and listen to it. Bro, look who calling me, bro. Well, no, you can't see
Who's
me.
that? Your cousin?
Yeah, Chaz, bro. Should we see what Chaz want?
Not really.
Nah.
Not really.
He gonna get
But
married. He gonna get cuss niggas out.
damn. Now, Storm, you ain't working music in 2 months. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So is there any new music we could be expecting, or what's the most recent talking about? Like once this by time this go out, niggas might be like he cool with his music talking out though, and we can't find no music. So what's the
I
plan?
know. So we got some. Yeah, we definitely finna come and anchor down. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I ain't been making actually recording, but I still been working like music videos. I got a music video coming out very soon. Um, my birthday coming up, so you just be expecting some new shit for real, for real. And then after that, niggas has been. I'm gonna be traveling a lot, so just be expecting. Just know I'm ready. I've been working still. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stop process. I just slow down trying to deliver shit out and say too much. I want to at least show y'all what been going on at first, and then bring y'all to where we at right now. But if y'all, you know what I'm saying, for the shout out, I'm not trying to do no free promo. If
You
y'all,
good?
You good, bro?
But if y'all start tapping in, type in Storm, man. TORM. After the Storm. 8. After the Storm 33. That's my Instagram. And you're gonna see everything.
We gonna put your
Link
ad
gonna
right
be in
here.
bio.
Right.
Hmm?
We gonna put your ad right here. I gotta edit
Yeah.
it so it.
Yeah.
I ain't never did that.
After the Storm 33. And then when you do that, do the little bit.
Yeah.
You know look
Matter
at
of fact, we gonna put it on. We gonna put it on print screen. Point somewhere. That's where it's gonna be.
That's hard. That's hard.
All
Like,
right, Tony, you got a point too. Matter of fact,
Put it on everybody's screen.
it's right here.
after the Storm. After the Storm 33. You know what I'm saying? Tapping with me, man. Like, we got a lot coming.
For sure.
From all angles, though. From all angles, from trap to hip hop to reggae to neo soul to funk. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. I want everybody to experience all sides of who they are. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't groove with one, you're gonna groove with the other. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I have no more questions for our guests. Does anybody
I
else?
do.
Go ahead.
Can we hear some unreleased music if you got some?
Yeah, I got
I'm trying to,
you. I
you
got
know,
you.
because it's people listening, right? They like, okay, we heard the old Storm. Now we know what's to be expected. Now what does he sound like? So
I'm finna preview a new song. The song's called Pesos by my boy FG. Shout out to FG. Back in California. I'm gonna be linking up with him like the next month or the month after. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be for my project untitled yet. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all hear some new shit, man. You share this shit.
he was just gonna let our guests leave without previewing it. Come on now.
We wasn't done. I don't think we was
Y'all
done.
can see me?
Yeah, we can see. All right, there we go.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, how do we call to the pain so long and stand in the same? How do we stand in the flames so long? The camera escape. Why are you talking about tagging along? But you cannot brain shit. How many times you spotted my wrongs, man? The fuck is you saying? I know my portion on top of the table. I'm moving, I'm hurdling over them. I know this shit is real, it's not a favor. Connecting the cables, I'm over it, yeah. I know you niggas unstable, I'm seeing you stable. You might as well lay low. We got it out of the mud and shit, nigga. Fuck all your payroll. Feel like fuck you, done pay me. I need it all right now. Nigga, this shit for my babies. I put this shit up for the future. You seeing this shit come and suit you. You try to seduce me, you know that it's lucid. Don't play on my top like I'm stupid. You thinking I'm dumb, I'm tripping. I'm basically saying if you got me, you know that you got my support to the ending. If you play around, shit could get wicked. Only color left see magenta. In and out, you know that I risk it. In the south, you know it gets sickin'. In and out like a hell in the halos. In and out like a hell in the whippet. Yeah, my brother playing getting our halos. Know that we keeping the case closed. We ain't never heard about nothing. My way, go ahead, shut it. Go ahead, flush it. My way, go ahead, shut it. Go ahead, flush it. Think about that shit. Buddy poppin' that shit, cause about bitch thinking with his dick. Shit is how it is. We ain't waiting on the fence. We ain't going back and forth, no damn motion, we ain't hit. Girl, I promise you this real it's gon' get. Girl, I promise you this is real it's gon' get. Yeah, I promise you this real it's gon' get. Real it's gon' get. Hand it off like what? Hand it off like yeah. 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 Give it a hit out like yeah. Let's go.
So you fuck with it?
I'm
I
like a
fuck with
white
that
dude on a
actually heavy.
plane.
So I'm gonna
Gotta
need
clap.
Hey,
you.
man, I appreciate it, bro.
I'm gonna need you to stop
Yeah.
stop bullshitting us. And that was beautiful.
Was
Appreciate
That was
it,
beautiful.
man. Appreciate
We
you
need
can't do
you.
that.
it. Thank you.
We need you. I don't know how to clap, but wait, matter of fact, hold on. Let me say.
You don't know how to clap. Fuck. But yeah, that was
That's fine. Appreciate
But
it. Thank y'all,
nah,
man.
man, we need that shit on Spotify
Was.
immediately. You know what? And I believe
Bro, it's gonna
in
be on everywhere, bro.
I believe in being genuine. So I'm gonna let you know something. You know that song I showed you?
Mm-hmm.
Your music inspired me and shit. You were meant to get on that, Tony. I got a sped up version of the beat. Well, no, not sped up. The normal version of that beat. I slowed it down. I was gonna get you on that. So the whole reason that song is this, it slipped because of you. So I appreciate you.
Give that man his kudos.
Bro,
Yeah,
y'all
gotta
stop,
give
bro.
you kudos.
I love y'all. Man. Thank you, bro. For real, man. Hey, but,
Hold on, matter
hey,
of
man,
fact,
I
we
fuck
gotta
with
spam
y'all,
clap. We
bro.
gotta
For real,
spam
man.
claps.
Thank y'all, man.
Hold on.
damn.
Nah, man, you definitely.
Okay, bro.
I fuck with y'all. How y'all do that? Yeah, how the fuck y'all just do that shit, yo?
It's like a little
That's crazy. Voice settings. I can't do that.
it's like a little speaker at
I
the
can. Oh, it
bottom.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
Still like you, bro.
That's fire. This is my first time on Discord ever. This is
Dead
legendary, bro.
ass.
Thank you. That us. Never been on Discord before.
My fault. I never mean to do that. I never mean to do that shit. My fault.
That shit actually fire.
But thank y'all for tuning in to the podcast / interview with my boy Storm. Tony rocked it. My boy Love Toko. Brand new Brent here. Check out everybody. Everybody on they screen. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here.
Where you want it?
Mine's right there.
So
You can't see it. It's white text. Point over there.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly.
thank you for having me, bro. Like, I really do appreciate y'all, bro. For real, for real. Hey, make sure you send me everybody Instagram so I can follow y'all immediately.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
for sure. But yeah. One love, one peace. Thank y'all,
Bro,
everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back with another episode soon. Thank y'all.
y'all have a good one. Peace.
My boy.
Do not forget to put my app right here.